We're back. I'm not even going to do the regular intro this time. I have been waiting to get not only to this camera, but to this room. I have not been able to be in this room for the last 48 hours because of mold. So that's why I couldn't give a recap out to y'all on Thursday because it would have been a great episode. Wednesday, let's talk about it. Jaren Jackson Jr. is back ahead of schedule. That's great news. Great news right there. That means the Grizzlies will have two of their stars back for the season opener against the Pelicans, which is very, very good considering at this rate, in previous rates, we were looking at the possibility of just Ja. So that's a good sign right there. So let's talk about it. Jaren Jackson Jr. He is back, and he played like somebody who, is getting back on the court. 17 points, 7 to 20 from the field, 3 of 9 from 3. That's it. That's literally it. I'd be lying if I gave y'all these extra stats. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, that's it. But let's talk about it. Jaren, he looked pretty good coming out the 8, and then it kind of went downhill. But hey, that's what preseason is for. That's exactly what preseason is for. So I'm not really like too critical of this, but I am critical of one thing, and I ain't gonna lie, seeing it physically really, really, really is a pain. 2 rebounds. 2 rebounds, y'all. Two rebounds. Wanna know who also had more? I can name everybody on this box score that has more rebounds than him. Jock Landale, 3. Javon Small, 4. Santi Aldama, 6. Cedric Howard, 3. John Conchar, 6. PJ Hall, 3. And just to give you an idea of how badly the Grizzlies got out-rebounded. The Grizzlies got a total of I'm really hoping I'm reading this right. 33 rebounds. 33. Take a wild guess on how many the Charlotte Hornets have. 56. 56 rebounds. And to give you an idea how bad that is, the Hornets had more defensive rebounds than we had total rebounds. I thought we got this fixed in the offseason. I thought he would fix this in the offseason. And I saw the clips. That man stood there. He stood there and let his teammates try to get the rebound. Respectfully, Jaren Jackson Jr. And this is a message for Jaren Jackson Jr. only. I don't care if you clothesline, elbow somebody. I don't care if you run somebody over and pick up your 6th foul of the game. I need you to try to get these rebounds. At first, I was defending you. I can't lie. I was defensive. I'm like, well, there's no need for him to get the rebounds. You got Zach Edey. You had Steven Adams. There's no need for Jaren to chase rebounds. You ain't got Zach Edey or Steven Adams right now. 2 rebounds is insane. I'm sorry I'm still stuck on this. 2 rebounds is actually insane for a guy that is basically 7 foot tall. I don't get it. I really don't. I wish I knew the answer, but I truly do not get it. He played 22 minutes and got 2 rebounds. Okay. I'm done talking about Jaren. I'm really done talking about it. As far as the rest of the game goes, players played really good. Javon Small looked very, very good. He shot 5 of 6 from 3. I gotta be honest. I didn't even know he was capable of really doing that. He went 5 of 6 from 3. Scored team high 18 points, 8 assists, 4 rebounds. And now he did have 4 turnovers. Got to cut down on that. And I will be honest, that is probably the one positive of this game that I saw. The Grizzlies actually had fewer turnovers than usual. Granted, it was 15, but Hornets had 14. 15 turnovers a game. That's not good, but it's not. We've seen worse. So not a bad game right there. Cam Spencer played pretty good. 5 assists, 9 points. Made all his shots on threes. Let's see. Cedric Howard is still kind of finding his groove. He actually played pretty good. It's just the fact that the 3-point shot is still not falling for him. So maybe have to stray away from that. He scored 12 points. Vince Williams looked pretty okay. He finally got his 3-point shot going. Jock Landale looked pretty good. Jalen Wells, same thing. And the same thing goes for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. As for G.G. Jackson, we going to leave it at that. I'm just being honest. We going to leave it at that. And what's his name? Santi Aldama. We going to leave it at that as well. That's all I'm going to say. I look, I'm not a ranter, but right now y'all don't understand. I'm just not, like, literally as I'm recording this video, maybe like 15 minutes ago, I was told I can go back into my apartment. So a little amped up right now, and I just got off work, so bear with me. This is a late upload. I don't like uploading late, but here we are. So let's switch gears. Let's calm down a bit. Let's look at the positives. Ja Morant, obviously gonna be back by the time of the season opener. Just to give you a quick update, he is doubtful for tonight's game against the Miami Heat. That's better than what we usually begin, where it's just a straight up out. Now, my thought process is, I think Ja should play at least the first quarter, or at least the first half. The reason I say that is because, and it's like to the same point that I said about Jaren in the last episode on Wednesday, just get the rust off of him. I mean, clearly Jaren needed a game like this. He needed to touch the floor so that way he could actually, get a feel of the game speed once again. He had toe surgery. That's a lot. You essentially are kind of like, not really in real game speed for a while. So I think the same should go for Ja Morant. And a sprained ankle or whatever, it's not easy to come from. So that's something that I think he should play at least a half or maybe even a quarter and just end it there. Nothing else, nothing really needed. It's just simple as that. Now let's get back to the negativity part, because we really need to talk about this. We really need to talk about this. So I realized I talked about the Hornets game and I didn't even give y'all the score. It was 145-116. I'm be real with y'all. And I mean, like, I know I say I'm gonna be real with y'all so much, but literally I am being so real with y'all right now. I'm finna go back and I'm finna show y'all. I can't show y'all, but I'm gonna tell y'all exactly how many points the Grizzlies let up in the quarter. Cause this is, man, I'm gonna explain why, all this is okay in hindsight. Let me be real with y'all. At the second half, this game was over. The Grizzlies came out of halftime and allowed 45 points. Once again. And I actually, no, scratch that. I'm sorry. I'm not even going to pull that excuse anymore. I used to say, this isn't the final lineup, so I think they'll be all right. It's nothing really to think much of it. This is basically the rotation. Like, I'm being so serious. Outside of Lawson Lovering, this is the rotation. This is literally the rotation. I mean, obviously, Javon Small probably won't get as much burn. Got Scottie Pippen, still got to play. So, it's not the final rotation. Then, Ty Jerome. I get that. But at the same time, I refuse to believe these three people are going to impact the defensive side of the ball that greatly. And that even goes for Scottie Pippen Jr. Scottie Pippen Jr., even on the court, cannot prevent the Hornets from scoring 45 in the third quarter. Let's just keep it $1.50. This is sad. This is actually sad. And I hate to get it to this point because, like I said, the season hasn't even started. It ain't even started, and I'm already skeptical of this defensive plan. I don't know what it is. I don't know what needs to be different, but they need to figure it out. They need to figure it out right now in ASAP because this is not looking good. Man, I'm sorry. The Hornets aren't. I'm not gonna say they're a bad team, but it's the Charlotte Hornets. The Charlotte Hornets haven't done anything since I've been alive, and even then, that was born in 2002. That should tell you everything. They haven't done anything. I cannot say I physically watched the Hornets and be like, yo, the Hornets were actually something. They haven't. And here we are in 2025 competing with them. We let Miles Bridges get easy buckets. Like, come on, man. Like, it gets ridiculous to a point. And this is not even me being critical of the team. This is me just simply watching the game and just watching bad defense. Like, I don't get it. This is the second game this preseason where we've allowed a large quarter. The first one was against the Pistons where we allowed basically 50 points a quarter. It's just, it's ridiculous. I don't know what it is. It's just ridiculous. And I refuse to believe missing your best defenders is going to change this outcome. This is an everybody thing. This is not a good look. It's really not. And I really hate to say that. But with that being said, everything's going to be okay. Y'all saw how I just turned that? I'm going to be honest. When I made these templates, I was going to be like, hey, well, this postseason record, it ain't that big of a deal. I'm going to be honest. The record to me isn't that big of a deal. The record itself is not that big of a deal. What I've seen, though, is a big deal. I've seen poor defense. I've seen not enough assists. I haven't seen enough rebounding. I've seen too many turnovers. I've seen basically the same team as last year. Genuinely, this is the same team as last year. Now, granted, when this squad is at full strength, I think it is one of the best in the league. But, man, what I am watching on the court right now, words can't explain it. Words just simply can't explain it, Like, I genuinely can't explain it. So let's hope the Grizzlies figure it out. Maybe they get a win tonight. Maybe they get a win and shut me up. Who knows? But at the same time, everything that I've seen right now, I'm not happy with. There's no way you can watch the team and say it's a contender. Just keeping it a buck. This team is not a contender. And if they don't figure it out, they won't be contenders going into next year as well. So, that's my thoughts on that. Trying to think of some other news right now. Oh, yeah. Our boy, Charlie Brown Jr., Mr. Snoopy, he got cut. That's it. I forgot who we picked up for him. I can actually look it up right real quick. But yeah, our boy Mr. Snoopy got cut, man. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little sad. I really rocked with Mr. Snoopy. Not as a player, just a name. But yeah, he was waived. If I can pull up the tweet, I know this is towards the end of the episode, so if I can't find it, then yeah. Yeah, they waived him for Nate Hinton. I feel like I've heard that name before, but Nate Hinton was signed to a Exhibit 10 deal from what I've heard, and that's pretty much it. Yeah. So, on that note, that's going to wrap this up for Grizzlies Daily. If you watch this video, you could probably go to LA Fitness and get more rebounds than Jaren Jackson Jr. and score more points than Gigi Jackson. But I digress. That's the end of the episode. As y'all can see, I'm a little frustrated, but I promise Monday is going to be more positive because, hey, we're going to be looking ahead to the regular season. And everybody's excited for the regular season. I am. The Grizzlies just need to give me a reason to be excited even more. But that's going to wrap this edition of the Grizzlies Daily. I really appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe and turn on post notifications so you get notified anytime I upload on here, especially going into next week as the season starts. Can't wait to bring y'all these recaps. And so you get updated more on if I'm uploading or not, if I have to deal with mold again. You can follow me on Twitter at MRobinsonJRSM. That's MROBINSONJRSM on Twitter and Instagram. I will provide updates from there, and you can get the early access to when I'm going to be uploading. So if you really want that, make sure to follow me on those platforms. As for this edition, my name is Melek. I will see y'all on Monday. Peace out and have fun.